What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Welcome to Alex Sports Talk and Bets, one of the best sports channels on YouTube and definitely the best predictions that you can find anywhere. But we're not predicting in this video. We're going to get straight into it. This is just raw sports talk because I heard a whole bunch of people out here talking about well, why would the Packers want to fire Matt LaFleur and their fans are just spoiled and the media is overreacting and they be crazy and who are they going to hire that's any better than him and blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you guys something. Matt LaFleur's time in Green Bay is up. There is multiple reasons to fire Matt LaFleur, right? I could be here if I wanted to for 30 minutes to an hour easily listing to you guys all of the reasons that I would be completely fine as a Packer fan with them getting rid of Matt LaFleur, especially after what I witnessed yesterday. Do you guys realize? Let's just get straight into it. All right. Do you guys realize that the way Matt LaFleur blows leads, because this is not the first time. See, if you've never watched the Packers and all you know is they usually make the playoffs and you know they seem like they're a good team, you won't understand it, right? But if you watch the Packers, if you're a fan, or you're just a fan of football enough that you actually watch all the games, you watch a lot of teams and stuff like that, so you know what's going on with the team, you would understand this is nowhere near Matt LaFleur's only choke job. This is just arguably his worst one. And let me tell you guys something. When you go into halftime up 21-3 and you lose that game, your quarterback throws for 323 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, and you lose that game. And I'm saying that's arguably your biggest choke job. I want y'all to think about that. Let that breathe, run it back. That is arguably your biggest choke job. I cannot even say 100% that that's the biggest choke job that's happened on your watch. Yeah, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go. I understand the only reason Matt LaFleur was ever even brought here is because Mike McCarthy's message got stale. Mind you, Mike McCarthy won the Super Bowl, but I digress. His message got stale. His system got old. The team said we need new blood, right? And in Matt LaFleur's defense, he came into the team. He revived Aaron Rodgers' career. It looked like Aaron Rodgers was on his way out. Now, I knew at the time Matt LaFleur came, Aaron Rodgers still had some good years left. But it was looking like he was trending down. He came with Matt LaFleur, won 2 more MVPs. You know, it did great things in the regular season. But in the playoffs, Matt LaFleur was brought here to implement the Kyle Shanahan system, right? Well, not Kyle Shanahan, I'm sorry, the Shanahan system, because really, you know, you got to give his father credit too. But the Shanahan McVay system, that's what he's brought here to implement, because that was supposed to be the last thing to get the Green Bay Packers over the hump. So they would stop having these embarrassing playoff losses. That just did not happen. Let's not forget, this Green Bay team under Matt LaFleur lost a playoff game at home as the number 1 seed against the San Francisco 49ers when the San Francisco 49ers did not score an offensive touchdown. Now, I don't know how many times in NFL history a team has lost a game in which the opposing team did not score one offensive touchdown. Not one. But I'm pretty sure it's a short list. And that's one of the reasons why I'm like, this isn't, I can't even say definitively that this is Matt LaFleur's biggest choke job. This is one of his biggest choke jobs, right? Here's another example. Remember when they were playing Tom Brady in the NFC Championship game? Aaron Rodgers had been running his mouth about how he just wanted to get one of those championship games at home. And he finally got a championship game at home. And they had beat the Rams. And, you know, this was supposed to be Green Bay's year. And you're driving down the field. You're down 8 points. There's less than 3 minutes left. You have 4th and 8. And instead of Mike McCarthy going for, I'm sorry, not 4th and 8, 4th and goal. Instead of Mike McCarthy going for it on 4th and goal, he kicks a field goal to cut the lead down from 8 to 5. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, well, what the hell is the point in doing that? I don't know no better than you do. But at the end of the day, he didn't go for it. He kicked the field goal. And of course, as anyone with a brain could have predicted, Tom Brady put them in the dirt. You should have never, ever thought, I'm going to take 3 here, kick the ball back to Tom Brady and get the ball back. It's one of the stupidest decisions I've ever seen. But that's what he decided to do. Now, I do think Aaron Rodgers should have ran in for that touchdown. But at the end of the day, I also think, and I've been telling people this for years, he didn't, because in his head, he's probably thinking, well, we're going to go for it on 4. There's no way we're going to kick a field goal here. It makes no sense. It's still going to be a touchdown game. So we're going to go for it on 4. So I'm not going to run here. You know, I'm just going to chuck it, throw it away. And on 4th down, if there's nothing, then the hell with it. I'll run and try to make a play. But his coach is a pussy. So his coach did not go for it, and they lost the game. Now, which one is the biggest choke between letting the Bears come back from down 18, not going for it on 4th and goal against Tom Brady, or losing the game to the San Francisco 49ers at home in the snow in negative freezing weather where they didn't even score a touchdown? I don't know which one is the worst one, but what I do know is if any other coach had 3 losses like that on their resume in the playoffs, their asses would be gone. And the only reason he's still here is because the Packers, similar to the Pittsburgh Steelers, similar to the Baltimore Ravens, they like to keep a coach in place and build around that coach. They don't like a lot of turnover. They don't like to do the coaching carousel. And in most cases, I agree with that. But I also think in Matt LaFleur's case, this team has peaked out. He's been here 9 years. If you bring him back next year, what's he going to do or say to make anything different? The team has the exact same flaws every single year. They never can finish games. Every single year. He gets conservative when he's up. Every single year. Outside of Sean McVay, who in my opinion is the only one I've seen different from, and Kyle Shanahan until he gets to the Super Bowl. It seems like everybody in that Shanahan McVay system has an issue closing games. Everybody does. Kyle Shanahan can't close the Super Bowl to save his life. Now, he'll get you there, which I'll give him credit for, right? He'll get you there, but then he just freezes up there. The problem with Matt LaFleur is he freezes up every time he goes to the playoffs. He freezes up every time there's a close game. He's not a killer. And the thing is, the head coach, right? He sets the tone. He sets the culture for the whole team. So when your head coach is super nice, super friendly, completely non-aggressive, and doesn't want to blow anyone out, and just wants to do enough to win the game, then the team takes on that attitude. And when the team practices like they just want to do enough to win the game, and the team plays like they just want to do enough to win the game, they become soft, they become finesse, and it becomes very hard for you to get better. Even this whole system of, well, we want to use all our wide receivers, you know? We don't play favorite. We have 6 number ones. No, you don't. You don't. If you have 6 number ones, you don't have a number one. Christian Watson is more than good enough to be a number one, but Matt LaFleur won't let him be a number one. Now, Christian Watson in his defense has to stay healthy, but I'm just saying. Matthew Golden is the best receiver on the team. I watched this team damn near every game this year. Best receiver on the team. Barely on the field. Why? You seen Jayden Reed drop a ball last night, and I love Jayden Reed. Matthew Golden would have caught that, but he's not in the field. You drafted receiver number 1 because you knew your receivers weren't good enough just to not play the number 1 receiver, and you had 4 drops last night. That's part of the reason he needs to go. LaFleur's been here for 9 years. Defense continues to be incompetent. Now, I will say, I do like Jeff Hafley more than all the other defensive coordinators the Packers have had over like the last 2 decades, which is not saying much when you're talking about Dom Capers and Mike Pettin and... Oh, I forgot about Barry. Let's go backwards, guys. Matt LaFleur hired Joe Barry. I digress. He's done more than enough to get fired. He's shown on more than one occasion, not only can he not manage a team of professional athletes and get them to play hard and go for the throat every single game, he can't even manage his coaching staff. It's like it's a buddy system, you know? It's like everybody's cool, you know? Everybody's awesome. That's what he does. And that type of thing, those types of attitudes, they don't bring you a championship. The team is a reflection of that. The only reason you've seen a slight change when Micah Parsons came is because Micah Parsons is so damn dominant, right? And he's a dog. So his attitude, along with the attitudes of Xavier McKinley, along with the attitudes of Josh Jacobs, they want to kill you. They want to win, and they came here because they knew they made the playoffs and they wanted a chance to win the championship. They're all tired of Matt LaFleur. You can tell. Yeah, Josh Jacobs said out of his mouth he wants Matt LaFleur back. He doesn't want Matt LaFleur back. He doesn't want because those 3 players, because they're not from the Packers' soft-ass culture, they see the talent on the team, right? And that's why they came. But they know the problem is the team is soft. Every player that was under Matt LaFleur, right, who didn't get brought in from another team is soft. Every single one, pretty much. You got like 3 exceptions to that rule. Other than them, everyone else is soft. And I don't think it's that the players themselves are soft. I think, again, it's the reflection of the coaching staff. The culture in Green Bay is very lax. They always give people too much time when they get injured to come back. And they still get injured again. So it'd be one thing if you gave them a bunch of time to get healthy and come back and they didn't get hurt, but they still get hurt. So what's the difference? You give them all this extra time for what? Make the players play, right? You pay them money, put them on the field. We have a culture of getting injured, We have a culture of folding down the stretch. We have a culture of choking in the playoffs. Matt LaFleur was brought here to change that culture. He has not. None of that has changed. He didn't get another Super Bowl out of Aaron Rodgers. With Aaron Rodgers, right, and Jordan Love, we got a Hall of Fame quarterback. Then you have another quarterback who was top 5 in QBR this year. And with these two quarterbacks, you have 3 playoff wins in 9 seasons. 3 playoff wins, 6 losses. Why do I have to keep going on about all the different reasons why? I can completely understand why this man would get fired. See, this is what happens. People who are fans of teams that have a losing culture and just accept losing and don't care about not winning, they don't understand why you would want to make a coaching change, because in their head, they think, well, I'd be just happy to make the playoffs. People who don't make the playoffs don't realize how annoying it is when you make it every year, and it's like, for what? Because you're not going to do anything. And you have the same damn flaws. The same damn flaws. Now, I give Ed Policy this. He went out, made a move, got Micah Parsons in here because he realized they're going to go out here with the same pass rush as last year, which was non-existent. Why would you do that? It's just going to give you the same results. And unfortunately for him, Micah Parsons got hurt. But Ed Policy was the first one to say we're not just going to keep doing the same thing. I 100% think Ed Policy will probably be the one to pull the plug on Matt LaFleur, get his own guy in here, and say, hey, you're here to get us over the hump. I didn't trade 2 first-round picks for Micah Parsons for Matt LaFleur to take his foot off the gas and let the damn Bears come back and put 25 damn points up in the fourth quarter to your 6. I didn't make that trade for this to happen. I made that trade to win now. You're not trying to win now. You're trying to play nice. Ben Johnson is bragging about loving whooping your ass, and you don't even have any fight to clap back at him. Yeah, you got to get out of here. Because, again, that's a reflection of the team. Look at how much the Bears hate the Packers. They hate the Packers that much because Ben Johnson does. The Packers have no real hate for the Bears because Matt LaFleur doesn't. He doesn't have any hate for anybody. You can call him a bitch, and he's just like, oh, that's all right, man. Everybody has a bad day. You can't win in a violent game like football like that. I go on, guys. I didn't even start to talk about the scheme, right? I didn't even start talking about how this man got 2 plays on the sheet. Inside draw left, inside draw right. Who runs a power at a shotgun? Again, I could go on and on for days, right? I'm trying to condense this down. LaFleur needs to go. I'm sorry. Like he's got to go. If he's not the guy, I think he'll be a great offensive coordinator somewhere. Head coach, can't see it. Doesn't have the mentality for it. So that's my thoughts on that. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. I am Alex and I am out. Peace.